Yes, and if you can hear that, ladies and gentlemen, just right behind me, making an awful lot of noise. Yes, it is that time of year again where they are just taking down the Christmas attractions here in Eldon Square. Hello. Have a good night. So yeah, you join me back here, ladies and gentlemen. It's the 2nd of January, stuck here in Newcastle. Stuck here. Who wouldn't want to be stuck here? But mind you, that being said, even while wearing gloves and all that, I would not recommend being outside for too long. It is, I checked the almanac, it's 0 degrees outside. Yes, it's winter. Despite the fact that we're past the winter solstice, winter has well and truly finally arrived. And honestly, it couldn't arrive at a worse time than this. It literally, the temperature dropped like about 10 degrees in a single day. But we're still here. We are still knocking about Newcastle, and we'll see what the night takes us. I'm gonna be out here for maybe 2 hours, something like that. Then I've got to meet up with some friends and all that who've just about finished work. So let's get it. Let's see what we find, shall we? Okay, so Christmas may be truly finally over, but from the point of view of what looks like down the monument, it is leaving very, very slowly. Just the clanking of tools. I'd say probably by the end of the weekend, Eldon Square will be back to what it used to be. Although, to be honest, even at this time of year, you'd still have like all sorts just hanging around here and stuff like that. Probably, hopefully not at night, because again, it absolutely is Baltic out here. Great way to describe it. And let's take a look at the front and all that, because there is technically Moose and Watt has been here for some time now. I think it's just like a permanent fixture of one of the bars outside. So take you around the front. Yeah, chocolate mulled wine, hot chocolate mulled wine, I should say. Yeah, I've never had that myself, but so I have absolutely no opinion about it at all. But also, look at that, guys. Look at the ad on that. The 28 years later Bone Temple, Cosmic. I haven't even seen any of like the 28 films or whatever it's called. Oh well, never mind. Anyway, let's head down Big Market way. Lights are still up. Those will probably be coming down by the end of the weekend. And just hello. Hello, sir. Hello. See, there you are, Friday night, and hopefully again it'll be a nice cheery sort of night. But again, I would not recommend people coming out here in this weather. It is I can't get over how cold it is. Right, so let's I'll try it up again when we get to Big Market, shall we? Also, whilst we do have this time, ladies and gentlemen, as we make our way down to Big Market, I know it's only the 2nd of January and stuff like that, but I actually, this year, I don't know what it is, but I reckon it's going to be a great year for all of us. I can't tell you why that is. I don't know why on earth I would be compelled to say something like that, but you know what? I've just got a really, really good feeling. And it could be nerves, it could be anticipation, because usually whenever I look forward to things, it's always usually such a big letdown in the end. But you never know, guys. This, and I think it's on the back of the fact that whatever happens, I will have resulted in it somehow. Like, you know how much what you get out, you put. You know how much whatever you put into life, you get out of it. That's what this is feeling like. I feel like it's a sensation I haven't felt in such a long time. Hello. But yeah, don't worry about it. So we've just come past Taco Bell. Never ever been to Taco Bell or the Mushroom. I think McDonald's and Sex across the street have seen more action. The Alex Barbers and stuff like that, there as ever. So yeah, that's we're just about to head into Big Market now, so I'll see you then. Well, not too sure what else I meant to say apart from, well, here we are. I know it's I don't know if it's just quieter than it was the last few times we've been here. I don't know if it's just on the count of the bloody freezing weather, but you know what? Or the smell of the chippy across the street, that's probably also what it is. I don't know, I can't get the smell of the fat and all that out of my nose. It's an awful smell. It gets right up your nose and stuff like that. Actually, oh sorry, but that's no, that's worse. There we go. Yeah. So what can I say apart from it's quiet, cold, and curiously enough, I did a video about 10 days ago where I even described how like even the state of the economy had longs, because usually I never noticed before, but Newcastle had largely seemed to be quite exempt, if you will, from economic woes and whatnot. But I'll be remiss to say for 1 second, actually, you know what? Even at night time, it feels like the tide is finally started to creep in, and it's not that I think that Newcastle's been sucked under or anything like that, but what I do certainly think is that, I don't know, there's such a woe-begotten grey feeling to stuff and stuff like that. It's not quite the same as before. So what can you do, Harry? Don't worry, the camera's on me, pal. You don't need to worry about that. Or you or your missus.
I literally said that.
Don't worry, I can turn the camera around if you want.
Can I get on it?
Do you want to get on it?
Well,
go on then. We got all the world to say.
Out brother.
Out then, brother.
Peace be to everyone and have a good night, yeah?
There you are. See, there you
Have a lovely night.
Cheers, pal. Well, okay, I stand corrected, because it's the people you do come across and stuff like that. That's what it's all about. And well, it's a good thing they knew I was friendly and stuff like that. But oh well, what can you do, eh? Right, so hopefully that's the night gets even better from here. And so yeah, sorry, where was I? Oh yeah, the smell of the chip fat is very, very strong, and I can't get that smell out of my my nose for 1 second. And yeah, I have no idea if it's just the rest of the night following suit. Because what I decided to do is that I got here a little bit later at the night than I did previously, because I thought that's when like there would be like a larger crowd or something knocking about outside big markets. But yeah, I don't know, it's just, what can I say, quiet and just a little bit yeah, it just feels quiet and dead. But I always put that down to, like, you know, other factors like, one, the weather. But then again, I don't know what the weather's really got to do about it. You know, it gets cold at night wherever you go in the world. So that's, you know, it's neither here nor there. And it must give security a pretty easy stint and all that, because, well, even though they've got to stand out of the cold or in doorways and stuff like that, as you do, it still feels just nasty. Nasty is the way I'm going to put it. You know what? I know night's started, but I tell you what, let's go walk around the gate and stuff like that. Maybe the Rose and Crown Mafia is potting in a boot. Anyway, so let's have a little wander, shall we? Honestly, there was a bloke security round Greg's. I'm pretty sure we've worked before and stuff like that, but certainly not tonight. If anything, the smells. It smells like, again, of just burning oil around here. Is that also why people don't come down here, or is it the smell? I knew that Newcastle did have a bit of an issue with smell several years ago, well, long before my time anyway, but it smells off. And it's just one of those feelings you can't really shake, because it's smell is one of those. It's one of those sensations you can't really put into words until you've experienced it for yourselves. It's an awful feeling, especially standing out indoors.
Think about it.
Alright. I'm doing a little video just around Newcastle at night. Say hello.
Are you on TikTok?
I do TikTok and all that, but I'm on YouTube. You see, professional, you see, you've got standards.
Right, what's your
guess.
YouTube name?
Raging Reality 1.
Raging Reality 1.
You want to get your phone out or something like that?
I'll
tell you what, okay, so we've just had a brief word with the security outside, great canny lads, and honestly, my brother even came here when he took his missus out. Great place to come out for dates, just good vibes. It looks pretty nice, so you want to give a shout out? Josh, watch the kid, walk kid.
Securo. That's our security company, Securo.
There you are. Look at that, guys. Securo. Your actual quality. That's what you want. Nice. So yeah, I just had a little word with Connor and Josh, and they gave a little shout out for Junkyard and Securo, their security company. Honestly, I had a really good chat with them and all that, and you never know, guys. It's just the way of the world, you know what I mean? And they told me about someone called Ed Matthews and stuff like that. I've never heard of the gaff or anything like that, but apparently he's like got a larger following or something like that. But here's the thing, and I think I mentioned this before about how I thought that Newcastle would be like a hot spot and stuff like that for, you know, the sort of guys that do the thing that I do. Maybe mostly walking around with a camera and, you know, just taking it all in. But yeah, for whatever reason, yeah, you would have. I don't even know if you subscribe or anything like that, but maybe it'll be out there or something like that. You never know. So let's. Let's keep rolling, shall we? Like. I mean, yeah, it's not that sort of thing. All right.
Oh, TikTok.
Hey, that's the no song spot. Hello. Pete Gates. So yeah, all of a sudden we've just sort of. I didn't plan to end up outside the gate. I don't know. It just sort of happened. You know, we go where the wind blows and all that, and yeah. So yeah, just to pick up a little bit about what I was saying before about thinking that this is going to be a new year and how, you know, good things are set to happen and stuff like that. Because I think I made a mention before, but when I did like my A-level video 10 years later, I made a point to mention about how maybe more than anything else, it's just about getting yourself out there and just live your best life, doing exactly what you like. And because here's the thing, you do often find that when you do what you love, you just excel, because there's always ways to get better at it, and it gives you know, people a certain purpose in life. And I think finding a certain purpose in life, finding the things that you do and you love, is just about. It's what it's all about, because why would you not enjoy what you do? I know life can sometimes be short and painful, and we don't always get our own way, and it's yeah, it can be a pain in the arse sometimes. Yeah, life really can just be a pain in the arse, but more than anything else, you just you crack on, you get on with it, and it's for those sorts of reasons why I don't. Because here's the thing, I know that DJ E Media gets an awful lot of flack these days, and whilst I will say his past actions are rather disturbing, if I do say so myself, I'm not too sure if I even like his style and how he goes to like the migrant hotels and stuff like that. Now, don't get me wrong, I can understand the sort of people who are concerned about stuff like that, but the more I think about it, just personally, and I just don't think it's the right way to do it. Yes, we understand that there's a problem and stuff like that. I personally, I've heard a lot of really bad things, but I think we go back to what we said about the tide rolling in even up north, because I don't know if just migrants, issue of migrants is only a thing that really affects down south, like Bournemouth and West Sussex and stuff like that, because the northeast doesn't really have that sort of problem. I think it's just down to a location sort of thing, because what Egypt in the right mind when would travel, you know, past places like London or even the heart of the Midlands, or because I know especially around Bradford and parts of like East Yorkshire are really big for their communities. But yeah, honestly, it is what it is. But going back to that, because I know again he still does them, and it'll still happen, whether it's DJE Media, whether it's any one of those other guys, it will continue no matter what happens. But what I'm trying to say is that they talk about, you know, and I mentioned this before when I did some of my litter picking videos, which there'll be more coming out in the next couple of weeks, don't worry guys. But what I'm trying to emphasize is that, again, there's very little patriotism about trying to only when you're bothered to go down to protesting, or certainly when it happens in Manchester, because I know Manchester is a hotspot, if you will, for Palestinian protests and all this. I've seen this song and dance done so many times. I could tell you word for word, or just tell you exactly what's going to happen every single time. And it doesn't change anything, it doesn't affect anything. In fact, the only thing it's affected, insofar as I'm concerned, is that the outbreak of police attention, especially around Manchester, it just becomes more and more vocal. And it's that sort of thing you just don't want to happen, and it's just checking if everything's all right. You never know. Sorry, lost my train of thought. Anyway, what I'm trying to get at is that if you really want to like do some good for your community, then start by actually doing some good. That's the whole thing what I was talking about when I was doing me litter picking. You know the price for the hello. You want to be in? All right, go on then. Go on, son. Got all the world is watching. Anything you want to say? Anything at all? Go right ahead, brother.
Come on, do.
Go on, walk it. Go on.
No, I like mate.
What's
happening, mate?
Yeah, just having a nosy around Newcastle at night and
Where are you from?
just see what goes. From the northeast, brother. You didn't think I was from around here, did you?
Scottish, so I'm not from you, so I'm from Durham, mate.
From
Durham,
oh, yeah. Land of the brave and all that. Surely, land of the brave.
Oh,
yeah. Scottish, you know what I mean?
Scottish, yeah.
Okay. What are you doing around here?
Chilling, really. Just Spain Metro, so. I've got a Cyprus one, so.
Oh, nice.
And so, what are you doing, like?
It's just a little thing I do. Have you ever seen like loads of videos where just guys go around different cities and they just record life, get a little bit of the real world?
Nice one, yeah.
And that's
going on YouTube.
Yeah. Go on.
What's your
get in there,
name?
brother. Raging Reality 1. We're closing in. Only 12 away from 300 subscribers.
Right.
We're getting there, brother. We're getting there.
I'll follow that. I'm following that now.
Tell you what, I'll turn it. I'll get the. Honestly, again, what a night this is turning out to be. I just got to chatting to three lads there. Some from I think two of them from Durham. One of them was talking about didn't go anywhere near Aberdeen or the Kingdom of Fife. They said right weirdos hang around Fife. I don't know. I've been at like I said, I've been at Dundee and stuff like that. Dundee was actually quite nice. It's actually quite a lot like the city centre, if I'm honest, right now. It's just taller buildings and a lot closer together. But yeah, it wouldn't. I think it wouldn't be a bad idea, you know, going around a lot of Scotland, because honestly, there are some places in Scotland. I mean, Edinburgh, absolutely. Dundee, yeah, sure. Aberdeen. And I might even go up as far as the Hebrides and stuff like that, because I heard that's where George Orwell spent the last few years of his... Oh dear. Yeah, I heard that's where George Orwell spent the last few years of his life, and where he wrote... I think even you could even go visit the house where he wrote 1984, and you never know, it might be a fun little visit, because I heard that... It's down in Gloucester where he wrote. Animal Farm is meant to sort of take place in Gloucestershire. If I think I'm getting that right. So yeah, I think the possibilities for these sorts of things are endless. And I think, as I mentioned before, by the end of the month, when I become a qualified railway engineer, there's the possibility to look for work all over the country, and the day will come at some point where, you know, I won't have to beg for work anymore. They will ask me for work. As long as I keep my head down and I work hard, then guess what? You can achieve anything you want in this world if you want it and if you're prepared to work for it. And I have not once disbelieved in that theory, but what is sometimes people will make life difficult and stuff like that, but again, you know what, I think life can attack. If you're wondering why it's got a bit pink, that's just the lighting from the gate. Not too sure if I like the lighting like that, but maybe it's a seasonal thing and stuff like that. Maybe during the winter it'll be pink. Maybe during the spring it'll be like green. Maybe something like that. Yeah, you never know, guys. It's just it's the time of the season. So let's actually, there was one more thing I want to showcase to you guys. So I'll showcase very quickly. Now you see, what I wanted to do right now, guys, is just because this was very much me this time last year. Not her, but what they were talking about, missing people, and if you're feeling lost. And I know it's not just the missing people, but I know it's also things like the Good Samaritans and stuff like that. Yeah, there it is. So we're not sponsored by the missing people or anything like that, but for what they're worth, because again, I think it's got a little bit warmer now in the last couple of minutes, but I wouldn't again recommend being outside as cold as it is. But that's just me talking, I guess, because there were some people I came across and stuff like that who didn't want to be on camera. Again, fair enough, and I've always had the principle, you know what, if they're fair and reasonable and stuff like that, then yeah, of course I'll cut it out. But again, when they're aggressive and demanding, yeah, it's going in, because guess what, you get one chance on this earth, and if you just want to be demanding, aggressive, superficial, artificial and all that, guess what, you're going to stay lost, because nobody wants anything to do with that sort of person. But that's just the way it is. Okay, so we're heading just at the back of Blackfriars Courts, and this will lead us on to Stowell Street, aka Chinatown. And you know, as I think I mentioned this before, but again, call it what you will, but there are some places I would much rather be at night than, I would say, in Manchester, which is, I don't know, am I being a bit rude, or am I just an asshole now when I talk about Manchester? It's because I've been to Manchester like maybe twice in my entire life, but a lot of them were like for no more than about a few hours and stuff like that. Like, I've never seen what Piccadilly Gardens really looks like, and yeah, just I don't even know what the history of like Blackfriars Court is, apart from some sort of maybe foundry and stuff like that. Again, you're really talking to the wrong person when it comes to this. So here we are. Links the town to a world of Christians learning across medieval Europe. The Dominicans were a religious order founded by Dominic Guzman, born in 1170 in modern-day Spain. The Pope granted Dominic permission in 1216 to set up the order of preachers known as the Blackfriars. So, yeah. Santo Domenico de Guzman, Saint Dominic, founder of the Dominican Church. Well, order, I should say. And, yeah. Depictions of the Dominican Friars, digital image courtesy of Getty's Open Content Program. Anyway, so let's keep going. It's kind of nice how it's actually quite preserved around here. Well, mostly preserved, but you get the idea. And we'll continue this little party up to Stowell Street. Actually, to be honest, once you like get past the cold and stuff like that, it's actually turning out to be quite a nice night. So yeah, don't let the red lights fool you. It's just the red dino and stuff like that. And to be fair to Stowell Street, and because I've had to come out of here many times during my days when I was working around here, at least you get the smell of like oil and fat out of your nostrils, which, to be fair, have been out of my senses since we got to the gate. And it's a very strong sweet and sour sort of smell, and that's probably just on account of, again, from all, because every restaurant on the other side of the street is Chinese, Nothing wrong with that at all. It's just making me hungry. You know, with that being said, I've never noticed that before. The lights flashing on just like a see-through. There's a fan in there as well. Don't know what it's meant to be cooling. Anyway, we continue down Stell Street, and you know what? It is actually on nights like this where I wish I was still working in Aspers. It's called Barley's now, but yeah, I honestly, because what many people might not know is that I would have to walk past Spot White. I've never been in there myself, but it's just quite a popular little club and stuff like that. Open all hours, and yeah, it's I've been asked to go in there quite a few times and stuff like that by just friends, work colleagues, and whatnot. In the whole 18 months I was working as a poker dealer, just never really seemed to happen. And you would walk across like a lot of really good gaffs, like Rosie's Bar. I mean, if I was still drinking, I would. I don't know. I'm not really even a bar sort of person. I don't know why that is, but yeah, let's walk past. You get to the Tyneside Irish Centre, just to the right here. Shame, again, never been into the Irish Centre myself, but I heard it's quite good for drinking and stuff like that. Again, the entrance to Stell Street, just up here. Again, Chinatown. It is what it is. And we emerge back into the street, if you will. And bloody hell, it really is. There's lights everywhere, but there's just, where is everybody? I'm assuming most of them are just indoors, and of course, St. James's Park just across the way. Again, what a great night, actually, all things considered, but maybe it's just people coming out of the holiday season, stuff like that. I know it's Friday night, but yeah, you can't expect much, even at this time. Technically, this is referred to as St. Andrew's Street, by the way, but you know. And I'll tell you what, let's get a little bit closer to St. James's. I know, again, I've complained about it being pretty much dead in the city, even on a Friday night. I know, again, 2nd of January, but there is a little bit more of, I don't know, history. I guess I could showcase to you guys, but you see what you got to note here, the one Strawberry Lane. This used to be like a huge car park down there like 10 plus years ago. Now it's all student accommodation, and I suppose the Stack is well, it's certainly alive tonight, I can say that much. And just on the corner right here, literally just outside St. James's, the famous Strawberry Pub. I don't know exactly how long it's been here, but I think it's probably going to stay. In fact, we might be able to catch a little bit of the history right here. 1850. John Burton's will stand, love, and all the treatment of the dwelling house, the lower part whereof this used to be a beer house. When the nuns of St. Boniface's Newgate Street tended extensive strawberry gardens around the area where the pub now stands. I know the gardens might be long gone, and I know that people have taken to watching darts instead of going outside. But, oh, there we are. Yeah, and also while we're here, we're just on the corner of Lees's Park Road. Yeah, this, I don't know, like, this Milligan's has been closed since like 2018, I think, and I've never seen any attempt to like fulfill it. And let's make our way back to Eldon Square. It's been quite a good night so far, and I reckon it's only just getting started. I don't know what that's meant to say. Is that Cummermore? I have no idea what that's supposed to be, but that's rubbish for people who probably can't spell. Anyway, so let's head back down the square. And the only thing that's actually just making this night that little bit colder is the wind more than anything. Can't imagine anything worse than when it gets windy on a night like this, because it cuts through you like a knife. It does. Anyway, time to bin your gun. Considering the state of the gaff, I think it was the not necessarily the first priority, but let's continue. Even my cheeks are like starting to like half freeze up, and it's just coldness of the night, as you will. See that once again starting to be packed up, and it's just that time of night, I guess. Bloody freezing cold. Hello. Yeah, they're shutting the park down. Mind you, that now isn't that a beautiful sight, by the way? The lights just outside Eldon Square. I know they're not going to be around for much longer, but hello. Oh well, it's a nice little touch. Again, it was kind of nice while it lasted, and hello. Oh well, back to slightly unturfed Eldon Square. Back to the corrugated fencing still lurping about everywhere, and yeah, back to civilization as we know it. Anyway, let's head back to Big Market, shall we? Yeah, so I'm gutted that I didn't catch it, but a mad thing just happened as I was coming like out of Eldon Square. These like group of rude boys, I want to call them, immediately hey, them again. To what? Don't worry, ladies, the camera's not even on yous. Ah, it is. Do you want to get on, brothers? Come on. Bedwell massive, right here, look at that. Let's see from Bedwell.
Watch it. Oh.
Raging Reality 1.
Raging Reality 1.
Aye, so if you all subscribe right now, get us to 300 subs. That's
Sound be there. What do we get from it?
Absolutely
We
nothing.
get some clothes.
What's it called?
Follow Ollie 4466 on TikTok, ladies.
Play that out. Everyone on
What
my
is it?
Instagram, Taylor one off. What's it
Raging.
Ollie_Johnson
Raging
05
Reality 1 should be top.
Raging Reality. You got 300 subscribers. Oh, I've only 292.
That's it. That's me.
Oh, subscribe. Go on, you mad
Go
cunt.
on then.
Did you get any
Go on.
bitches watching it?
Are you on
Oh,
TikTok?
this one, yeah.
Are you on TikTok or not?
You want to shout
Yeah, that's that one.
Do you want a shot
No,
for
no,
the
yeah,
Get it,
that's-
this one.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Nah, I'm on YouTube.
What do you do? Record the nightlife?
Yeah,
on
no,
YouTube,
a bit like that.
Go on.
Now I'm on YouTube.
Love that.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
You like camera?
I'm on
Go on, put
YouTube.
it there, mate.
YouTube and all that. I've got standards, whatever that means.
Yeah, he's got
TikTok in there.
There you are.
It's,
That's exactly what you
Joe
want.
Hendo
Easily
_2, yeah, get that one.
Guess what?
Yeah, can I have a shout out to someone?
Go on, everybody.
Shout out to Will Hosey, right?
You like
Basically,
you like me.
Shout out to family and fuck the rats. Merry New Year and fuck the rats.
Merry New Year.
Have a good day, mate.
See you later, mate.
Please show my man.
Some ratchies came around the corner now and they called us baldy. Like,
Oh, no,
Now you've got loads of hair there.
I know, still, I mean, you know what I mean? It's still there. Anyway, I'll catch you all later, right? Cheers for the subscribe, by the way. I'll see you when it goes out, probably tomorrow night. Maybe in the morning, maybe a few hours. You never know. See you around. See you around. See, yeah, honestly, I don't know if it's just the luck of the draw or whether or not I'm just that easy to make. I don't know whether I'm just that fun to make fun of, easy to make fun of, or whether or not, as they put it, I'm about to get literally all bitches. I really couldn't tell you, and I honestly, I'm a little scared to find out what the answer is, but you never know, guys. It's just the way of the world. So we'll head back to Big Market and then have a little bit of a gander around there and just call it a night. Right, so we'll just take a little chill out on our famous little bench right outside Hooters, as you do. I love the fact that they advertise for work for Hooters. No previous experience needed. That's what they said. I don't know what you don't need experience in, but it is as you do. If there's one thing I'm going to say is that it is getting a little bit, just a little bit busier at night, and it's mostly outside City Vaults, the WD, and Louis' Liquor Store. Live sport, live music, beer, bourbons, and bites. I'm not even sponsored by them, but if you know, you know. Mind you, how many people can say you want to travel to this side of the country for that? I wouldn't put it past you. Anyway, so insofar as like summaries go, as far as nights go, like I said before, I think it was a good idea to actually come out. Some may argue that again, why would you want to come out to Big Market when it's freezing outside, and it may be just the beginning of the year when everybody is partied out and everybody's ready to get back to work on Tuesday. But there may be a bank holiday on Monday, something like that. I couldn't tell you, but it must be said, all things being fair, I think we've met quite a lot. We've encountered quite a few hoodlums and stuff like that. It's just been a fun night, so all things considered. And one thing is definitely for certain, just being able to get outside, get on your feet, and just bounce around, meet a few people, and it's just been a good experience. Where I know again it's freezing and stuff like that, and even now I can feel like it's sort of like getting to be bones a little bit, but what else can I say? It's a good night is a good night in my book. So we're not really too sure what else I'm supposed to add, so I think I'll tell you what, there is one place we can also check out before the night's over. Let's just have a little mosey around Central Station, where they used to do a lot of things like House and Smith and like for Geordie Shore. You never know, it might be a bit of local history, or to those unfamiliar with things like MTV and whatnot. So let's take a look just to fill up the night. It's cloudless as well, and also starless, but the real stars is who you meet on the ground level. It's the people literally all around you. They're the real stars of this, and more than welcome to it. So let's head down. We'll get past to Central Station, and then we'll just explore a little bit. It's just to see what goes on. So yeah, honestly, I'm actually quite surprised of all things Travelling Man is still here, as well as Forbidden Planet, because those are two like major comic book outlets. Because little story I want to share you with Geek Retreat is that I once reached out to them because I was wanted to like work in them, and they offered like a partnership and stuff like that. They said we would have like a phone call meeting at about 10 a.m. on the 31st of January last year. They never rang, and when I tried to get in contact with them, nothing. They never picked up the phone, never talked, never heard from them ever again, and now they no longer exist. So I don't want to start saying, they're the ones who missed out, or they had it coming, but it is what it is. Can't say I feel bad, but I can say at least that clock still works. It's actually telling the time, which probably means by tomorrow morning I'll stop again. Mind you, it is a little bit of a surprise that the Lazy Bear is still here. Maybe it's where the crack is always mighty. Let's take a little closer look. Maybe it's not just a Christmas thing. Maybe they're just permanently outside Central Station. I mean, Centurion must be looking at that, must be absolutely wetting themselves because of competition. But I don't know. I can't tell you when the Lazy Bear has been there, or whether or not it's just a fad. Maybe it will go away by this time next week. Who knows? that would have to be answered by somebody who knows far more about just how things change. Because again, even coming down to this part of the city is a rarity and stuff like that. Again, I didn't want to like interrupt anything or like that, or like anything like that. But basically, what just happened is that a guy at about his late 50s. I thought he was going to do sort of like a low blow slight headbutt and all that, because literally he was running and then he literally just tumbles over and just like crashes like inches from me and all that. I thought he was drunk. I thought he was trying to like take us out or something like that. He was on his feet and all that because his mate was with him, and I asked him whether or not he like tore or broke anything, because he looked like he was wincing in pain. And well, also because we're down here anyway, I want to like get some shots. Just imagine this, how beautiful this is going to look with the right proper lighting. Anyway, so we'll keep going, and then off the final leg of our journey will... Alright, brothers? You want to get on?
Wanna say hello?
Go on then, you know, the whole world's watching. Anything you want to say, brothers?
This man is the best. Watch his videos. Love.
See, there you are. That's exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah.
See you later.
Expect me to see you.
Cheers, brothers. See you there. Well, they're not wrong. You know what I mean? If there's one thing I can say about that, you know what? They are absolutely not wrong. See, there you are. They're just positive vibes only and stuff like that. Hello. Anyway, so yeah, a little bit of like more knowledge as far as I'm concerned is that coming up is actually where they did quite a bit of Geordie Shore back in its earlier days, if you will. And a lot of it has been involving, I think it's like a Mexican restaurant is where, I don't know if it's like House of Smith or something like that, but we'll certainly see it when it comes up to it and stuff like that. Again, you know what? Again, it's a little bit cooler around here, and I've no idea why that, well, when I say cooler, warmer is what I meant to say. It's also really, really busy around here for traffic and stuff like that, so don't worry about that. Anyway, that's right, there we are. So as I was saying before, it might be where Manhattan's is right now, which looks like some sort of nightclub to my knowledge. And again, we're outside the social club, and again, don't ask me what's social about it. I have no idea what goes on in there. I don't know if it's legal, but something must go on because it's very much still in business, despite the fact it needs a paint job and stuff like that. Anyway, so we come past like don't even know what it's meant to be. Katie O'Brien's. Yeah, I didn't even know. I know, of course, obviously the Irish flag's given away and stuff like that, but they could be owned by South Africans as far as I'm concerned. Not that it makes any difference, but there you are. Hello. Anyway, so we come to sort of like the end of Collingwood Street, and well, it's not even called the Fat Boot anymore, it's called the Purple Peacock. Anyway, that's keep going. Hello. Cathedral Square and all its, well, it's there, it's a job centre basically, is what it is now. And, you know, I was talking about churches clocks not working and all that. That's exactly why. Flares is also funkiest, grooviest big night out. Well, once. Because again, it does not look like it looks like the 70s have came and went in their droves. So let's get across the streets. So yeah, as I was saying before, I'm pretty sure that's where like they did like a lot of things for Geordie Shore just across the street. I don't know if it is the Motel Mexicana. It might be also that Thai restaurant. I know that, again, if it wasn't for the fact that I was just watching Geordie Shore a lot throughout last year, I wouldn't be able. I could tell you exactly where they were, but I wouldn't be able to tell if they were still there. One of those things. Ah well. Still, with that being said, I do quite like it. I don't know. It's just I would never really come around this way at night, but make the most of it while the night's still young. Hello. Carton and stuff like that. Hello. Indeed. So yeah, now we come to what is essentially just like the end of the road, basically, because this takes you from all the way down where you go across Grocery Street to the bottom of Grey Street, and of course back up Grey Street, which is just about where we started. So I suppose for what it's worth, we could just take a nice little trip just up Grey Street, and then we can call it a well and truly call it a night. So let's do it, shall we? Let's last leg of the journey, shall we? Yeah. So I must admit, it's actually one thing I always want to be able to do. I don't know if it's just the photographist inside me that just wants to take advantage, but I want to get like a proper setup and come round Newcastle like maybe at 5 a.m. and do pictures of literally the Great North Dawn. I mean, the title itself just it speaks to it just the mind. It leaps out at you. You know what I mean? Because it was one of the things that I did get an A level in when I was back in school, was in photography. And there's just that little bit of venom rolling around inside me that says, you know what, we should still do something with it. It seems like too good an opportunity to miss. I know there would be people close to know that tell me not to do nothing, but they're not here now, are they? Can't do what they like. Hello. So anyway, let's we continue on. Yeah, I'll tell you what. Anyway, sorry, here we go. Let's keep going. Again, absolutely freezing my arse off again, but yeah, I think we'll be calling it a night very shortly and stuff like that. Hello. Stuff like that. So yeah, you got your. So I think it goes on to Fort Banks down there. I think, I don't know, I didn't think to check. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, doesn't that say, I thought it said Barry there for a second. Glimpses with the Spanish language. Only when I really need to. It's kind of strange how this night's gone. We sort of go to Eldon Square, go to Big Market, round the gate, Style Street, back to Big Market, sort of cross Mosley Street. No, we didn't cross Mosley Street, Collingwood Street. Then we head up through Grey Street, and we're sort of back where they're disassembling what's left of the Christmas fair. Oh, look at that, guys, there are stars in the sky. How about that? Anyway, so we'll make our way up to Northumberland Street and we'll call it a night. So we end our journey rather unceremoniously by making our way up Northumberland Street. You know, again, there's something about whether or not it's like the middle of the afternoon, the middle of the night. It's just sort of, see, there you are. Doing it for YouTube?
Oh, can I please see it?
Yeah, go on, you want to go? Go on, tell you what. So, this going out to Channel 4, you know, a channel with actual quality and all that, so all the world's watching. What do you want to say?
Newcastle's great.
Good start. Why not? Oh, you changed your tune quite quick there, like, it's not.
What are you like thinking for?
Just things I do and stuff like that. Sometimes I just go around different parts of the city and all that and just do a little filming here and there. Mostly just what life's all about.
Are you a photographer?
I did photography about 10 years ago. Still do, really. You know.
Failed.
Ah.
Yeah, Newcastle.
He's not failing. He's making a run for it. Anyway, how ladies, lady, get on all right. Enjoy your night.
You too. Bye.
Right, sorry about that, brothers. Let's go. You know, it wouldn't be the first time tonight where some mad person just ran up to us, and I thought they were gonna like slide tackle me with their heads. Such a wise culture. Anyway, sorry. What I was saying. It wouldn't matter if it was at the very end of the night or in the middle of the day. There's something lively always about Northumberland Street. I wish I could say that without having to revert to parts of the street still under construction, when really everything is ready. Everything's ready apart from just finishing the job and getting on with it. But well, what can you do? Sometimes it just be like that. Anyway, so yeah, if you guys want to see it and also take in the lights before they are switched off when the weekend's over, I suppose we could do that. There's no reason why we can't, and it's never stopped me before. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot as well. They're also taking this down as well. You know, it's funny enough I mentioned that because I have absolutely no idea where. Never wondered before. Go on. Hey.
What's this going on?
Raging Reality 1
What's happening?
on YouTube. I've just come out to the end of the night and all that. Just been
YouTube.
popping around YouTube.
Do you know what? Right, you want to go around that corner, and this is what you described as Newcastle. So follow us around, right?
No. What's your name on YouTube?
Raging Reality 1.
I'll follow you when I get in.
There we are.
Reminders, right?
I'll tell people to come along, have a good look.
Oh, that's nice and all that. Actually, speaking of good, look, where does this thing even go when it's?
I don't know, that's the thing, I think.
That's a good question. That's a
very
good question.
I'll get on film.
Have you seen that around the corner?
Nah,
Nah,
the
I
thing
don't-
is to get this
I'd
on
never
film,
go
because where does this go?
Someone like
You know
us
what I mean?
asleep.
Nah,
Off the face.
that's fine by me. I'm literally just gone over there and then literally gone home.
I'll get this on film.
It's bloody freezing and all that. You know what I mean?
I'll get this
Are
on
you
film,
like a
because
cameraman? Could you be
Right,
my
right.
Josh's cameraman for the day? Like,
I'll
it
get this
might-
on film, because where's this going to go?
Wait, where's the sleep?
You know what I mean?
To Christmas.
What are you waiting for?
Well, nah, I think we'll never know.
I tell me, I want to watch it go, and like, there's a roof above it, I'm like, oh, where's it going to go now though, you know what I mean?
Ah, storage.
Storage till next year.
Storage till next year. That's
There's,
fair.
there's your question answered. Because Luke might.
I'd say that they didn't get it wrong. Come on, I'll get you all in there.
Oh, we're going to the camera.
Go on.
Oh, the
Then.
lads.
Go on.
Yeah!
Newcastle boy,
Yo, hit it. What's happening? I'm trying to go gold. I'm going back there.
What are you doing?
All the best, all the best to you.
All the best, all the best, right?
All the best.
Happy New Year, mate. Have a
Cheers.
well.
What's your YouTube channel? Put it on your phone now. Quick, put it on your phone.
Get your phone on all that.
Get me for
I'll tell you what.
YouTube.
Okay, so there we go. I think that's just about that as far as nights go. So we're just gonna call it there. And honestly, it's been an exciting night, all things considered. Met loads of new people, and certainly the action will continue once it's all off. And yeah, what can I say? Just been a fun night, and there's plenty more where that came from. So I'll see all of you guys again next time. Good luck. Okay, a little bit of an extra ending to tonight's proceedings, so let's get to it. I just wanted to end this by saying a massive thank you to all those who were involved, and Jesus, would you look at the time. Yeah, it's honestly, because since I didn't really go into this with like any expectations whatsoever, it was kind of fun how well things turned out, and a massive thank you to all those lads who got to subscribe and all that, and especially to all the people we've met. So here's hoping that we get to meet even more people the next time we do this. This was a lot of fun, and as somebody who was like going in and out about social anxiety about a few weeks ago, from then to where we are now, I think we're doing great. So I'll see all of you guys again next time. Hopefully when the weather's a little bit warmer, eh? Thank you.